have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait.
More important than the whole Croconometron and Crocotopia thing.
You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous.
Sounds feisty.
Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with her spell.
That seems to be a running theme.
The gate guard, Private O'Doyle, can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district and see if he needs help.
Aye. First, get that new spell, though, yo. And now we're gonna start facing multiple enemies at once, so I'm actually gonna change pets. Captain Booth. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Magnificent Beatrix. What's he got for? Okay, so not very good there, but that one's a decent trait, so I'll see. But the big things with this character, with this one, are you can go through and get a Fireblade and 100% accuracy Meteor Storm, which is an AoE, which is critical. Alright, let's see, I'm going to... So, this thing I can't put in the shared bank or anything, I can't get rid of it. There's literally nothing you can do with it. You might be able to trash it, but I'm just gonna toss the bank. Shared bank. And then, same thing there. I've got a few pets in my shared bank that I always try to keep, so, like, I've got one of every, like, I've got a wizard every school other than Storm, because, you know, you can only have 6 wizards, so you can have all but one school. But then I also have a couple other ones that I always keep in the bank, so this one, because in my opinion, the Clamoring Culture is the best Storm pet. Little Rocky, just because he's got the highest wow factor, and therefore you're the most likely with him to get the other pet body back. This one just because it was my first pet, and then this one because it's the Storm one that has the heal, so you know, pretty good alternative to this one if you're gonna play more of a supporting role. And then this one because it's got that Gargantuan spell and just sentimental value because it was my first one I leveled up a bunch, and like first one pet that actually really helped me a bunch. And so I've never gotten rid of those ones there. And then I also just have
You
like
wish
really
to
good ones
explore
elsewhere.
the worlds? Heed my words. All the worlds of the spiral are connected through world doors, which are unlocked by spiral keys.
Wow, sounds snazzy. I need to get me more of them keys then. But as I was saying, like all of my wizards have like the optimal pets for their school. I mean, they may not have like optimal stats and traits on them and everything, but they've at least got the pet bodies, which that's the most important parts. You know, if you can make do with poor stats and with poor traits, but you need to have a good pet body. That being said, having good stats and traits can really, really help, but you can at least get by without it.
The keys the headmaster gave you will allow you to travel to the desert world of Crocotopia and back here to Wizard City.
Excellent.
Throughout your adventures, you will discover new keys and new worlds and wondrous things and terrible dangers.
Good thing that I got my fire kitty cat.
I chose you for a reason, and while my mind is fogged and my memories vague, I trust my past judgment. You are destined for great things.
Well then, let's get some raffle stomping done.
Yours will be an incredible journey, young wizard. Now it is time for you to take the first step.
Sounds good, but I can do some other things first. So first, let's modify my deck. So, I'm gonna have... Actually, let's see what this other thing is first. So, actually, so I'm gonna put in these 2 blades. I don't actually have a guessing probably a 12. Tend to have at least all your base kit by the time you hit 12. Oh yes, Sunbird. Oh no, it's you get it here, a fire trap at 16. Normally you don't get meteor strike till 22, but I got it at 10 because of my pet. That's actually, Emily is actually pretty decent, probably not 4 pips for 600 damage, but you do take some. Fire dragons. Awesome. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll add a trap when I get it at 16. But for now, that should be good. Let's see. Alright, so I'll do that one first. What treasure cards do I have? Not a whole lot. Let's at least get some monstrous treasure cards, so maybe we'll... I'm gonna go buy some enchant treasure cards at the bazaar quick, because that's important to at least pack a few of those in your deck. You never know when you might need them. That is assuming they're released at a reasonable price, though. So let's sell some stuff first, just to make sure we actually have the money to buy things. Not that these things sell for a lot. Okay, let's see. I am at least at like 3,000, which is not bad. Actually, let's equip that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that. Sun gun. And sell. And sell. Oh, that would be good. Sell that down. I don't need a fire banner. I really don't care about decorating my house or anything like that. Maybe I will at some point, but as it stands right now, I don't care. Then again, I've never really been one for aesthetics too much. I'm definitely a function over looking good kind of guy. Ah, they don't even have any at all. That's suboptimal. But at least I noticed I wasn't wearing a ring. So that's some extra health and some mana, so not bad. But we'll go through and let's start on this Colossal Boulevard. Hello, Private O'Doyle.
Thank goodness the headmaster sent a wizard to aid us.
Yeah, what's the point of guards if they don't have magic? It seems questionable to make those kinds of people the protectors.
We could really use your help. Strange creatures have taken over Colossus Boulevard.
Well, I will beat them back for thee.
We don't know where they came from, but they eat everything in sight. We call them gobblers.
Have you tried letting them gobble up some poison?
I admire you wizards. My niece studies ice magic at Ravenwood, but I'm worried about her.
Why is that?
She said she was doing some school project on Colossus Boulevard, but I don't know why she has to do it now.
Kids can be hard to persuade away from doing silly things.
Would you go speak to her and see if she needs any help? Her name is Mindy Pixie Crown.
At once, my friend.
Beware, young wizard. These streets you now have access. There can be more opponents at one time compared to the amount of players participating in the battle.
Multiple guys.
Be very
That's
careful.
why you gotta swap over to an AoE. And that's why certain ones could be jumped. Like if you go with myth, you can 6 pips as like a low level special if you're like the hitter schools because you have less health. This one's not too bad, especially if you've got like a wand that gives you a power, or that gives you a pip. That makes you particularly strong. Oh, and I can swap my wand for the next one. Because I specifically got the level 10 wand, so that way I would be a little bit stronger. There we go. So, like, I use this one. So for any new characters, this is my levels 1 through 9 one. Then this is 10 through 29, and then once you hit 30, obviously you go through and you do Mount Olympus to get the Sky Iron Hosta, which is, it's a brokenly powerful wand. I mean, it's, as you can see here, it gives you 10 damage and a power pip. Which is just, that's pretty much impossible to beat. Like, I want to say you don't get a better wand until like around level 100. But I found Minty Pixie Crown.
That's so sweet of my uncle to send you. I'm so glad you came too. I've been doing some ice research for Professor Greyrose, but I had to stop. I really need your help.
Have no fear, for the Justin is here.
This is horrible. First the gobblers showed up and started eating everything in sight, and then these evil snowmen. They're all over the place.
Well, let's ruffle stomp a few, beat them back.
We must get rid of them, but there are so many.
Good thing I can melt them.
Hey, I know. Why don't you defeat some of them and see if that will chase the rest away?
Sounds like a plan, my man. Also, right down here is a very useful little vendor over in Colossal Boulevard. You can learn some pretty handy-dandy stuff, so some of it's pretty useless, but like, honestly, I feel like the spells are pretty much useless, but the level 10 life trap can be here, and this one's super, super helpful. Reshuffle. That allows you, like reshuffle your deck back in, and I mean, it does not get used that much. In fact, most of the time I just back a treasure card version because you don't use it in 99% of the fights. But sometimes in your dungeon, it's handy to have just like that extra reshuffle, so you don't have to oversize your deck, but you still have the opportunity to go through and have a larger deck, so you can still draw the right things and have a big deck at the same time. Because deck size is like key for like any card-based game, including this one. You don't want to oversize it, you want to have like generally the smallest amount you can have. Oh no, I forgot to get rid of all the wand heads. That's suboptimal. Oh, and you can stack veins from multiple sources. That's why it's nice having like a bunch of different that kind of stuff. Oh, you cotton-headed ninny muggin. Alright, well, let's double blade it and then we'll just hit anyways, but that's painful. Alright, I'll do this, and it should at least kill the minion, and it'll slightly bang up the other guy, but hot doggy. I do not like that 80% shield. Even if it was hand up blade, it did 172, which is like nothing. But it's like half the health still. Alright, now I have to wait a turn, and then I'll be able to hit him with the Sunbird. But at least I'll get to try the new spell, which is nice. And I know everyone grabs on damage over times, but they make the game so much more simple for you because the damage over times pretty much negate shields. That's why I love I shall smack at thee with the... Like, the cool thing about this one, and you can get, like, the frost version of, like, the snowstorm thing from the other, like, the frosty eye pet. That 100% accuracy is so nice, especially if you're normally a fire guy, where you fizzle, like, every single hit. Yeah, kind of overkilled. Doesn't hurt that I've got 12% damage. Which, I mean, 12% doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm level 10. Normally you're gonna be happy if you can get like 5 or 6% damage before Mount Olympus, even if you're like level 25. But instead, I'm at 12 without sacrificing other stats too at that, because I've got like, 6% resist and 7% accuracy, which is not half bad. But, well, there we go. Minty Pixie Crown. We slain a few.
Well, that didn't seem to make a dent in those gobblers at all. They're still eating the city.
Yeah, it doesn't help. There's like a bajillion of them.
Go speak with Professor Greyrose. Maybe she will know what to do. I'll try to keep their damage to a minimum.
Sounds like a plan. Originally, they were thinking of making like Greyrose the headmaster, and Merle Ambrose would be the ice teacher. But people really liked Merle, and so instead they made him the headmaster, which I think is probably the smart decision, because I mean he's kind of like very similar to Dumbledore and all that. And, I mean, most of the people that play this game are like probably like major Harry Potter fans too. So.
Oh dear, I was afraid of that. It was an accident. I didn't mean to summon those gobblers, and those evil snowmen aren't doing a thing to help. They're actually causing more trouble.
But then let's put a stop to him, eh?
The biggest problem with gobblers is that they're always hungry. Let's try brewing a potion to make them lose their appetite. The snowmen we'll deal with later.
Sounds actually not like a bad idea.
Here is a list of ingredients for the potion. Take it back to Minty Pixie Crown on Colossus Boulevard.
Aye, aye. Let's see. Okay, let's talk to her, and then we'll go through and we'll try and make a potion. If I can remember, I think they basically just have you go through and add a bunch of stinky things to a pot.
A magic potion? Excellent idea. I'll begin working on this list she gave us.
Huzzah.
I'll set up the cauldron for the potion here. Can you get the first ingredient? It's called stinkweed.
I think it's just a bunch of smelly
You
stuff.
can find that growing right here in Colossus Boulevard. Go gather some for me.
Aye, aye. Let's see. Where doth thee be growing? Funny, things don't normally grow much in like frozen areas. Let's see. I ain't seen none. in the final boss room. I cannot remember which one. So I'll check this one. No, not there. Maybe it's in the courtyard to the castle. If it's not over there, then I'll just wait till the final boss and check his room. And then failing that, I'll just Google it. That's what I generally do with all the other worlds. But that's just because all the other worlds I haven't been through nearly as many times, so I don't have them memorized. Yeah, I'm guessing he's in the final boss room. Which is right here, by the way. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the case. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, he's literally right there. Right in front of me. I'm gonna go talk to Prospector Zeke then. And I'll get some XP and a training point. And then that'll kind of start catching me up. I'll get the next death spell, which is mainly just kind of useless. But
Well,
still.
tarnation, you found them all! I'll find a good home for them, don't you worry.
Awesome, Zeke.
Here's a little reward for helping me out. You more than deserve it for all your assistance.
Tis my pleasure, old Zeke, old pal.
Look me up. You ever wandered the spiral?
Aye, Captain. Alright, let's go to the death school. And then I'll get another one at level 12. Another training point. That'll be enough for so yeah, I'll get this one now. Level 12, get another training point, and then I'll be able to spend it on my Empire one of 16, but then at 16 I'll get another one. And at 20, so I'll actually be several points ahead, and then I'll be able to get Faint pretty easily as soon as I hit level 22. And that's when you generally stop investing in death. Because there's I got to get the rest of these. But like the death school spells, they're really strong, but you generally don't want to get other school spells. Just because there's like you're not gonna have the gear for it, and therefore there's not really much benefit. You know, you're gonna hit harder by just using your school's one, because that's what your gear is for. The one exception is early game, because you don't have like any gear. So then it's gonna be just as effective. Here they are, Mindy.
Woo! This stinkweed really does stink. I know I've lost my appetite.
Well, hopefully it works on the gobblers then.
That's all I need. I'll brew the potion now.
Yeah, literally just stinky stuff.
Here's the first batch of potion, young wizard. Hopefully this will make the gobblers stop eating.
Hopefully. I have my doubts though.
While I'm making more, go beat some gobblers in combat and make them drink the stinkweed potion.
Aye. But I think this is probably it for today's video. We'll try out the stinkweed potion on the next video. Hopefully it works, but